Welcome back. I remain Christopher Burton, and we've been joined by Peter Haywood. Where has Christopher Bedell gone, you might ask? And if we're cut to the table soon, you will see why.
We are here at Gen Con 2015. We just had the World Championships.
And now we have the GTG grudge match.
The Greater Than Games team have challenged the Rainbows and Unicorns to one final match. And whoever wins this gets all the secrets of the universe, I believe. That's the prize that they're playing for.
That generally is.
Yes. So we have here on the left here the Greater Than Games teams, the creators of Sentinels, Multiverse, Sentinel Tactics, and all the other great Greater Than Games
Relative
games.
newcomers to Tactics.
Yeah. We have on the left there, we have Adam the artist. It sounds like we have bands happening.
You want to just try something different?
This is a good time to try something different. No harm, no foul. I'm going to warn you guys, there's no special prize for winning.
Our first ban of the game is Omnitron. Omnitron has been banned. We will never see Omnitron on this lava map as a result.
No, let's try. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Come on.
Okay, so the lava serpent comes out.
Now, obviously, Christopher needs to pick Proletariat.
Oh, yes.
He's been talking about him the entire time.
Christopher has been talking up Proletariat skills, his skills with Proletariat, and if he does not pick Proletariat here, I feel like he is acknowledging Proletariat's weakness in all situations.
I think we may see some Proletariat. We might not. He'd hate to be predictable.
Okay.
And we just had our second ban, which is Citizen Dawn. So no Omnitron and no Citizen Dawn on this map. The picks have begun.
I really wanted to see Omnitron.
Started with Baron Blade. Now, they've been playing Baron Blade very strong through the entire match, and I noticed that they either ban or pick him because they like to build up a lot of +1 tokens.
Absolutely.
So
Paul is going with the Wraith.
Interesting.
Picking up Legacy, naturally.
Yep.
And Legacy and Baron Blade in the same team. Very, very dangerous.
Yeah, especially in the hands of Rainbow and Unicorn.
Oh, absolutely.
Their strategy has been build up +1 tokens and don't even care about the defense roll. They just want to overwhelm their enemies with dice, and it has proven very effective with them.
Adam's taking the Operative.
The Operative. The Operative is my personal favorite character, and not only very powerful on this map. However, in one of the final matches, we saw her stranded in the middle, unable to do much because she does not have mobility.
I don't think we'll have to worry about running around the edges with Christopher playing.
It's true. Christopher will be in the middle. He has not picked yet, which leaves us with hope that we will see Proletariat.
We're going to see Ra now.
Excellent. So there's going to be a lot of +1 tokens.
Proletariat!
It is happening. Will Christopher be able to put his money where his mouth is? Will we see Proletariat shine as he has promised me on countless occasions it will? Or will Proletariat be proven?
I have absolutely no doubt the Proletariat will be fantastic.
I don't even think he's bad. I just think he's very slightly
You just think that because you're Australian, you think he's rubbish.
Yeah, I think he's rubbish. That's correct.
I need more minis.
So,
I need more minis.
I am very excited to see this. So my prediction is that we will see a defensive Legacy building up +1 tokens on himself and Ra. We will see Proletariat being thrown into lava and drowning in fire.
Well, they're picking their turn orders right now.
Now, we had Wraith in that last game as well, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Now, Wraith seems like a very good pick on this map because of the range. How did Wraith fare?
Wraith did a lot of running around, did a lot of sniping. I actually thought she did a really good job.
Okay, so Wraith is pretty formidable on this map.
She's pretty formidable, really, at any point, but especially on a map where she can just stay a little bit farther back and snipe at people.
Okay, my prediction, my wish list for this map, for this match, is for Rainbows and Unicorns to stack up a bunch of +1s, and then just throw them out there, while Christopher, Adam, and Paul will probably, I suspect, dance around a lot.
Well, for Baron Blade, Baron Blade will be going first, Legacy will be going third, and Ra will be going fifth, which means that the Wraith... So Christopher is taking that reactive move that he loves so very much.
So Proletariat
he'll be going second.
Yep.
The Wraith will be going fourth, and the Operative will be cleaning up in the 6th position.
There we go. All right.
Wraith at the... I don't agree with Wraith.
Sorry,
the Operative in 6th position. That makes sense.
Honestly, I would have forced Christopher to take the initial move just because you know that he loves to react to things so much.
He's going to jump right in there. He's going to jump in, and I suspect we're going to see a lot of Proletariat swarming the map very quickly. Baron Blade first. Oh, okay. I'm gonna guess that we're gonna see Baron Blade
another
jumping.
regression burst.
So, Baron Blade going first. I think we're probably going to see him jump in there between Proletariat and the Operative, or between Proletariat and the Wraith.
Oh, yeah,
no, we
move in
can't.
first,
So,
everybody.
between
Yes,
the
move in
Operative
first.
and Proletariat, pushing them both into the lava. That's my guess for the first turn.
I could definitely
Baron
see
Blade.
that. But I think the Regression Burst might be a stronger opening.
Well, yeah, especially against Proletariat. If Proletariat can't get his defensive cards up, let's have a look at some of Proletariat's cards, because he's not been played this entire tournament. So Proletariat has the ability to clone himself all over the map. He can also lose clones to gain health back, or he can gain clones instead of taking damage.
Indeed. So
Very
he
powerful
can
card.
at any point he can always send up a clone.
Yes, one of his core panel abilities is called
Duplicate,
Duplicate,
where he just puts a Proletariat on the map adjacent to him.
as well as that one of his cards. Oh, here we go. So we've got Proletariat's cards here. One of
So
them is
regroup and recover,
is
overwhelm.
So Overwhelm just means every Proletariat on the map can take an action of your choice. So on your first turn, you can duplicate, and then you can use Overwhelm to duplicate again and start the game with 4 Proletariats.
Yes, indeed. But what we're looking at now is what the other team has done. And I'll start with Rainbows and Unicorns, because Baron Blade has already gone with a Regression Burst and a Saber Battlesuit. So just an aggressive first round pick.
Jumping in there, getting some damage down.
Going over to the greater than game side.
Now, there's been a lot of talk about the Operative's poisons not seeing enough play.
I would love to see Boar's Rage, because it looks like it's benefiting them, but it actually isn't, because it's just making them all melee.
I thought you were older than that.
Boar's Rage is a poison. So the Operative has certain attacks in which they can poison their opponent. They get a new power card, a mandatory power card.
So first off, greater than games
yes.
is going with Slip into Shadows and Targeting Computer with the Wraith. That's a beautiful opener.
I would have liked to have seen Slip and Shadows and Cobban stance there.
Yes, indeed. The Operative is going with Bitter Spiral and the Hidden Blade Strike.
Right, pretty standard Operative opening.
Some interesting options with Ra's Hazard Spaces there. And then Proletariat is going with Overwhelm and Shared Burden. Shared Burden, of course, being the one where if he's hit too hard, he can pop out a new Proletariat and only take 1 damage. Baron Blade is going with Regression Burst and Saber Battlesuit. Legacy is going to open with an aggressive Flying Smash in Surge of Strength. And Ra is going to try Drawn to the Flame and Living Pyre, which is exactly what we just saw out of the last match.
Very powerful opening play there. Having said that, Ra is going quite late in the game, so I think he may be hoping that everyone will be joining him in the middle, perhaps.
Yes, indeed.
Which, if Rainbows and Unicorns go into the middle, they are in trouble, because the Operative loves people being in the middle with them. Proletariat will easily overwhelm them. And they have the ability to get anywhere on the map. Baron Blade's teleport, Legacy's mobility.
Yes, indeed. So we've got a very high mobility team versus a team where only the Wraith has mobility.
Yes. Having said that, the Proletariat can be in a lot of places at once, which is sort of the equivalent of mobility in many ways.
Targeting computer and slipping shadows.
Hey, that's a good start.
Well,
There we
I wish
go.
somebody actually did that.
yeah, he meant to put down combat stance.
Totally forgot.
Completely forgot.
We'll
I
forgive
saw
him.
that earlier.
It's okay, he can change it out.
No, it's, oh, that's true. You can take that.
Just switch it out.
The way that I read that card was that it's the first time, and it's like,
Yeah,
so like if you get attacked, you can
They
spray,
both
and then if
say
they
the
attack
first
you
time
again, you can
attacks.
use
Yeah,
it.
but it's something that shadow says that attack now that says resolve that attack. So if you do one, it resolves for both.
Yes.
Sorry.
Right, so you flip out and resolve.
Now, interestingly, Christopher and
Yes.
Paul are generally the people to go to in case of rules conflicts. I feel like they will be able to remain impartial, but I suspect we're going to see some pretty fiddly wreck.
Well, the good
HK
thing is
stuff
that
here.
they've got the designer of the game, Luther, standing by
yes,
for
yes.
any further rules questions.
Yes, our adjudicator is the designer, and so he will be able to settle any of those disputes. So, it looks like we're starting off with Baron Blade. Will we see...
You could have. You can switch out. You don't have to have that stuff. You
So
can.
I'm going to start with this, and then I'm going to swap
Oh
out.
no
on
no
my-
no! I'm saying you can swim on this.
Oh,
Christopher's trying psychological warfare.
Don't get my attack plus 1 because I'm forgetful. I'll go ahead
Yes.
and move 1, 2,
1, 2,
3,
3,
4,
4,
5.
5.
Now sprint
Sprint
me
two.
1.
Now,
What do you
Well,
got?
I have to go right next to them. I can't. I
yeah.
can't.
So in
be-
order
because
to
it's,
use
an
Regression
area
Burst, he has to have
attack.
line of sight to
what I
Operative,
mean, that's-
But he's got
Proletariat,
hidden
and the
blade, so we
Wraith,
won't do that.
which means he has to be between the two of them.
He's got Hidden Blade. Don't
Fine, I'll just do proletariat.
ignore Hidden Blade.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I don't want to get hit blade.
This is
Split me
Wraith.
to Wraith.
They're
and-
being very, very cautious about...
Actually, he
Operative
doesn't. All he has
attack.
to do is be within radius 2
So you can't
because
get
it's
to
an
it.
Oh, yes,
area
it is,
attack.
it is an area attack. No, but an area attack still needs line of sight from the origin, so from there that will not hit the Operative because it does not have line of sight to the Operative.
Well, he has line of sight to the origin, which is himself.
Yeah, but the origin then has to have line of sight to every target.
Well, we'll just have to see how it plays out.
Oh, we're supposed to have
You have
before
to
you
say
roll
it
that,
before you
right?
roll the dice.
Oh, we said we were going to do it, but technically speaking, the attack does not happen until the dice hit the table. But sure, fine. Boom.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, That's the way we. Okay.
Boom.
So
That's how we've been
I miss
exploring.
on 1 to 2, so 2, 4, 4, 6.
4, 4, 6. Coming at me.
So this is only going to hit Proletariat.
I got 7 defense dice.
Oh wait, no, the Wraith is
Yes.
still
No,
within
I'm
range.
putting
of this.
a modified version.
Oh no,
If
it's
I
radius
take 2
2.
more damage,
Yeah.
I can
So the
reduce
Wraith
to
is
1
dodged
instead,
out of the
except
way.
that if I take any damage, then it goes away. So let's see what happens. That's okay. I'm just going to roll 3 6s. Perfect. 1 6. So I take 2 damage.
Proletariat has straight off the bat taken 2 damage.
I could
which means he
reduce, so I am going to
loses-
reduce to 1.
And you lose your card.
I lose my cards, but I do
Ah, yes.
reduce to
So
1.
Proletariat's
and split
taken
the
1
guy
card,
first.
popped out a clone, and is then losing all of his power cards, which for Proletariat, considering how much he relies on those power cards, can be devastating.
Indeed.
I think.
Technically speaking, so
Oh,
first I take the
now
damage.
we're bringing out the
No.
technicalities.
So first I take the damage, because I have to take the damage to fortify cards.
Yes.
Upon taking the damage, I spit out a guy. Upon that guy landing...
Immediately.
Sure, go
First
ahead.
move of the
So
first
upon that
turn,
guy
we've found a
landing, I
fiddly
get
rules
this guy
case.
attacks
And he is going to ruthlessly exploit it.
Where the order of resolution is very important, because he's going to
So I haven't
duplicate
taken
throughout the
damage, so
lava
that
until
guy
there are
gets
a lot of
spit out before
Proletariats
attack.
around.
Would you like to roll a 4-die attack against
Yes. Does he get hit since I attack? Does he get hit by? He doesn't get
No,
hit by this.
no, because you pick your
No.
targets in
No.
advance. So go ahead and roll the 4-die
Leave
attack
those
against
there, leave
that.
those there.
Those stay there.
That
so you
doesn't,
gotta
that doesn't matter.
first-
Those don't matter. They're gone.
Operative's not in
She's not in range. You can't see her. You don't have line of sight to the
Oh,
origin.
shit, yeah.
Okay, the 2s go away, so 3 and 6 comes at that Proletariat. He rolls defense. It doesn't block any of it, which is great.
So
that
Proletariat
Proletariat
is
reduces
taking
it to
another
1
damage
and
and
spits out a
duplicating
Getting out another
Proletariat
clone.
here. And
Baron Blade is surrounded, and
No,
on
no, I
Proletariat's
haven't
first
yet.
turn.
It's a simultaneous.
you're fine. Yeah. I actually didn't expect you to be here on this turn.
Christopher is arguing with the adjudicator. Christopher would like to adjudicate and play, I suspect, at this stage.
I suspect.
Whenever attack deals damage to a character, that character.
Right.
So
So
I've dealt
because
him
he
damage.
would,
Upon dealing damage.
And we've gotten into a very, very fiddly area where Luther is going to have to make the definitive call.
Upon me splitting, this guy hits the table, and upon him hitting the table, and hazard space interrupt attacks him, and then he splits again because that still was interrupted.
But we've established several times that hazard spaces interrupt actions already in play.
That's correct, yes.
No, it's one of the cards.
The card is shared burden, that whenever he takes 2 or more damage, he reduces it to 1 damage, and then spits out again.
Splitting happens, and the damage will
Oh, God, this is such a fiddly rule case immediately.
Oh, yeah.
First turn.
I'm not surprised. Well, you only pick Proletariat if you know the rules exceptionally well and can turn them to your advantage.
Yeah.
he's going to push you into Hidden Blade and Lava, and you're dead. Oh, you got Battle Suit on, right?
Yeah, you
That'll
have to-
help.
So,
So now it's back to Proletariat, who gets to play 1 card.
yes.
I would guess an Overwhelm, but I'm not certain. I would go with an Overwhelm and just
So
hammer Baron
first
Blade.
off, gosh, I have so many options. I put down an Overwhelm.
And we have an overwhelm immediately.
I would have each Proletariat aim and then hammer.
Well, you can only use overwhelm once, so
You can
could
only
have-
overwhelm once, but that gives each Proletariat an aim.
Right, but
and
then-
then the People's Hammer is unlimited,
yes,
which lets him hammer 3
yes,
times.
very
His
good
base
point.
attack is called the People's Hammer, which
He would
gives
only,
a push
he would only have
1
2
and is
actions
unlimited.
remaining, though. He would have 2 actions remaining, so he could People's Hammer twice.
Twice, yes.
Yes.
So that's the thing, is that I could have this guy push, right, so this guy push.
So he's overwhelming the
I
hammer.
want to totally not
Yeah.
go this way. I wanted to go into lava, because I'm only going to get 2 attacks out of this, unfortunately, because either one of these push is going to...
So he's worked out that he's only going to get 2 attacks
Right,
from it,
I
even if he
can, but
overwhelms.
I'm-
So at this
and a
point,
lot of attacks
overwhelming
is
the
the full
aim
die
would
attack.
actually be a better move. Will he see it?
Maybe.
All right, well, but here's the thing. Okay, so I use this guy. No, I'm going to use this guy to push him to here, then this guy to push him back, and then that guy to push him to here.
And there you
Ah,
go.
yes. So he's
this
worked out how
guy,
to use all
for
3 of the
fun-
attacks.
no, this guy has to. Is going to hit him, and which will automatically push him.
Overwhelm
for
was the
sure.
first. Oh, if he doesn't, if he did the all 3 actions on this attack, he would end with 2 proletariats in hazard spaces.
Yes.
Which is not a good idea.
Yes.
So he's going to overwhelm and then get out of dodge.
Yeah.
So you take 1. Yep. And you get pushed to here. Adam, would you like to do a thing?
Yes.
Ah, so he's pushing him into a hazard space as well. It's very nice.
So
Proletariat and
5, 3, 1.
Operative work very nicely together because the
And you
Proletariat
block all of it.
can push
And so
people
then
into the
this
Operative's hazard
guy
spaces.
is gonna
And
push
there are
him
an
back.
awful lot of hazard spaces here.
4-die attack that misses.
So he's actually going to get hit by that Operative's attack twice because he's going to get pushed out and then back in. If only
That is true.
the Operative had a lot of bonus dice.
Yep, and then the last guy here is going to push you right back to there. And this is...
You'll go first and then he'll go.
Right.
Now,
The attack is what pushes you. So technically
roll-
Don't
speaking,
hit the microphone.
the attack
Roll a
happens
move of
first,
6.
and then I
Then
push
you
you.
push.
So he can quite easily get out of the armor.
Attack happens, this 3 comes out, and
The
then
one doesn't make movement.
Actually, no, that was that guy. So the one does like... 5, 6, 1, and you block. Or you take 1 damage. Yep. And then Adam gets to do a thing.
It's 2 and 6.
Right, so 5, 3, 1, 1. But the ones don't make range because you're in the lava.
So 5, 3.
5, 3.
It's a hazard space.
And he's putting him in the lava so that he'll also take a lava attack. Oh no, the operative is in the lava, that's why.
Nice, you're done. You survived. That was beautiful.
One thing I'm really good at is rolling defense dice.
That's a useful skill. So that was my first action.
Okay. Well, hindsight.
No, it's okay.
Now my guess is he's going to have the proletariat split up so they're not clumped together.
Split up and get out of the lava.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So, yeah, the top one probably just...
All right, so then
he wants
I
to
have a
avoid
movement
running
of
through
6.
hazard spaces.
So I have
as
2
well,
actions left. I'm going to move 1, 2, 3. Actually, I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's true. I could even do that. Well, but I want to... Yeah. So, okay. Right, because I used this action. So I'll move this guy over to there.
So instead of getting out of lava,
move, and he will People's Hammer again.
he's pushing...
And this is going to be super fun.
Instead of moving both the proletariats out of the lava here, he's pushing...
He's keeping one in.
Keeping one in to get Baron Blade into both the lava and a hazard space.
And it looks like that might
I was
kill him.
supposed to hit you and then throw you in the lava, and you get hidden Blade Strike and Baron Blade.
And now you get lava.
But instead,
I do
Baron
push him.
Blade just goes
Don't
down.
argue with me.
Christopher doesn't get to engage the second half of his clever plan because he just
And now
killed
I am
his
in total lava,
opponent.
so I take a 5-die attack.
Truly, it is a tragedy for the
I
ages.
assume Baron Blade was hit with
I
3
stole
damage,
one,
which is
sorry.
why he got pushed into the lava.
Yes, Christopher rolled a lot of 6s.
It's too bad the
Right,
Proletariat's
yes.
a rubbish character.
I mean, I could have hurt you.
Okay, so the 2 goes away, so it's 4, 4, 3, 1, so I'm taking at least 1. And I block, it was 4, 4, 3, 1, so I could only take 1 damage, but I choose to take, oh no wait, I don't have that anymore. I do only take 1 damage. You got rid of my power cards. Yeah,
So that's a very
I
aggressive
agree
moment.
with everything you just said.
Christopher's taken 3 damage, and
But hey,
Baron Blade is in cap. So
Roll your
was it worth it? We'll have to see.
Considering the fact that the Rainbows and Unicorns did take away all the power cards of Greater Games, despite having the 1 in cap, I would say they're actually slightly advantaged right now. Proletariat only has 2 health left and no defensive cards, so if you can get 5 dice towards him, which as we've seen, Rainbows and Unicorns are very good at doing,
Yes, indeed.
Proletariat goes down immediately.
Now, Legacy's got that Flying Smash Surge of Strength. I would consider just Flying Smashing Proletariat and Flying Smashing even the Operative, even though you're going to take that damage.
You're going to
Of
take
course.
some damage.
He's going to keep his.
Of course, then there's a bitter spiral to contend with. So
Surging,
Yeah.
keeping my cards.
if you really want to take out Proletariat, Flying Smash between them.
Flying
'cause then
Smash,
both of
oh
them
yeah,
have
so
to deal with
use
it.
both actions to get there and then Flying Smash.
Your range is going to be.
Or I could.
And any
move
excess damage means that you can push one of the proletariats out into the lava.
Yes, indeed.
Let him put down his card when he stands up to take damage and split up, because it still does damage him. That's my issue with Proletariat. His card that lets him take 1 damage and split is still 1 damage. By the time you've
It
got 2 or 3
doesn't matter.
clones out
By
of it,
focusing exclusively on Proletariat, they're opening themselves up for a nasty operative turn or a nasty... Proletariat, even if he's just serving as bait, because he looks like a tempting target,
So-
if you have a plan for following up, that's perfectly fine.
so your defensive Proletariat here is he makes good
Why would I
bait.
do that?
You roll the operative.
My defensive Proletariat is he's staggeringly useful.
Want to do.
Whether that's bait or whether that's beating people into
I mean,
non-existence,
the thing is, at the
either
moment,
way.
they can't go against Wraith. Wraith is just going to get away from whatever Legacy tries to do.
Right.
It's literally impossible for Legacy to hit Wraith on this turn.
Well, let's see what they do. Let's see what they do.
But going against the Operative is the other option, and going against the Operative is always such a risky play because you can get it down to that magical 2 health without her even having to do anything.
Oh, yeah.
And then Flying Smash. Or I choose
So-
to kill Operative, or I choose to kill you and damage him.
So if you're going to do that, though, then who's after that is
This
for
is-
the rate.
Obviously, there's
You know what? Either one of those is good. I would like
the
to-
stakes here are just bragging rights, but I'm enjoying how much the teams are helping each other out here. They're offering advice, they're counter-arguing.
Because remember, I'm going to be
And
coming
then
up
Bra's coming out with something that's gonna probably cause enough damage to kill Proletariat anyways.
So yeah, they're discussing whether to focus their
I would
attention
rather just aim
on Proletariat.
Aim Flying Smash on. You give me that aim.
So we've got an aim and we've got a Flying Smash, and we're going against the
You'll
Operative.
do that before I die.
Even though you're going into a bitter spiral and hidden blade strike, it's still a good choice.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the right choice, especially with Ra coming up before Proletariat gets a chance to react.
I learned.
You have to go down 1 more, otherwise you're not going to have the range.
No, I mean, that's...
No. Oh. What do you mean by range? Oh, because there is range. That's right. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, because of range.
So
You're right.
one's don't make range, but one's auto misses for flying smash anyway.
Exactly. But first, he has a hidden blade strike to deal with.
No, his turn first.
Yeah. Well, so
I activated his attack, even though mid-air, you know.
yeah, you're coming in and sunk.
Throw it at you.
All right, the 6 goes away. So 3-3-1 is coming out.
Legacy.
If Legacy can't block a 3-3-1,
Yeah,
Legacy's
that's a
doing
sad
something very
day for
wrong.
Legacy.
And
Might as
then,
well use all the dice.
yeah, of course.
But Legacy's fine.
so they
5.
really want to take down the operative at this point. They don't want to get down to the magical 2. Either 3 or 1 health would be fine, but 2 is so annoying to deal with
Oh, yeah.
against the operative.
5.
Fives.
1, 6. 1, 1.
So that's a very nice roll.
5.
High five.
5 5s against the operative. Oh, and that is operative down to 1 health. So by the time it gets back around to Baron Blade,
Blocked 1. So you respond with an attack that's 1 with X number of dice you just blocked, which is 1. But
But
are
you're in
currently
Dragon's Fury, so
you're
that's
talking
2
about
extra
3 die
dice from
attack.
that bitter spiral.
Misses on 2s.
having
And
1
then
health
the
left.
Legacy,
And you're
but
not
then
dead
at
at it.
Legacy you'll have to deal with the
That's
hidden blade strike.
Team
So
not dead.
Yeah, that's
Team
true.
not yet dead.
Oh, that's a very nice roll.
6-4-5 coming at Legacy.
All right, 6s.
Take
No, takes none of it.
Brutal. That hidden,
Or
the hidden blade
takes all of
strike
it.
can add up very quickly. Yes, if I was the
that was
operative-
that was the bitter spiral, her defensive
Yes,
her defensive card.
absolutely.
Now it's time for a hidden blade strike.
Oh yes, and now for ending in a hazard space as well.
Yeah, so movement.
That's true. And you ended your turn. There was a hidden blade strike. Hold on just a second.
So the Wraith would do well to
does. So your hidden blade
keep
strike
out
is
your keep out her slip into shadows because Legacy can't hit her. Legacy's attacks are all melee or area attacks of radius 1.
6.
Baron
No,
Blade
I
has
think they're going for broke.
So 5-5-3-3. The 1 doesn't make range. So 5-5-3-3.
I think targeting computer stun bolt and just go for yet another in cap. Go for a round 1 complete wipe,
Yeah. Okay.
assuming of course Legacy dies.
Legacy's on
Legacy's on last legs, so it certainly could happen.
Because he ended the
Maybe
turn.
I would go for
Because I
a.
didn't kill him.
He was off
I would
the
actually
one.
go for a razor, a throwing
my
knives
goodness.
instead
You
of
guys need to get two, right,
a
Chris?
stun bolt, because that way you could potentially take out Legacy and put some damage on Ra.
And if Ra had rolled nicer movement, Ra rolled 3 movement, so Ra is not going very far this turn. If Ra
That
had
being
rolled
said,
better movement,
That being said, it's now the Wraith's turn.
yes.
He's going to reach 6.
So I got to aim during surge.
That is the beauty
Then I am
of
going to
having a target
use
computer.
my Razor Ordnance against Legacy, and I'm going to aim it. What? This is 4 dice, and I miss on 1s and 3s.
You're gonna waste an aim on
And we're sticking with Slip into Shadows.
Keeping it up.
And there we go. So
4 fours. Legacy cannot survive this. Let's see how far
So
you
Legacy is definitely down at this point. We've had
Oh,
2
wait.
end caps in the first round from the Greater Games team.
push you 2.
push 2.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just go.
go. Can't put it on. We can stack him here on top of Baron Blade. Oh, you can't do that? Oh.
We should rewrite
We should
rules
rewrite the
so
rules.
I was wondering.
You got to push him over there between these.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, that sounds super cool. And then that was my first action right there.
That's true.
So for my second action,
If the
I
Wraith
am
can take
going to
Ra out at this point, that'll. Wraith cannot take Ra out.
She
at this
can't.
point.
She only has the 1 attack right now.
range as easily of
Yeah.
giving anything.
I
I might run and go right over there.
No, you're gonna be the same range because you don't want to be near me is the trick. You have a movement of 3, so you can't go that far. Honestly, just go back because if you can come back out.
Yeah.
Run away, fade back a little bit, and dodge.
You cannot.
I'm gonna move
You're
to
still
there.
potentially in line of fight for that thing. Go back. See what I say.
I'm gonna move back to there, and then I'm gonna dodge.
Okay. And that is your turn token. Roll new movement. 3. Very decidedly. All right.
Wraiths or roster.
All right, how do we want me
You
to
have
do
so many
this?
targets. They're all. Yeah, that's. Oh, is it for me? No, it's for you.
Okay, let's go ahead and do
Ra's
this.
currently rocking Drawn to the Flame and Living Pyre, the same thing that they all had to deal with before.
The trouble is Ra can't get into a position where that's actually useful.
With only 3 movement,
With
it's
3
going to be
movement.
tricky.
You're gonna have
It's
to go
radius
1,
2.
2, 3, 4.
Ra has 6 movement,
Oh,
so
right,
Ra
yes.
can do lots of fun stuff with that.
Yeah.
Ra, okay, with 6 movement, Ra is in a very nice position. So,
She got 6. She got 6 speed.
This is how this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, there you
and
go.
then do your push.
So-
and you can push this proletariat in the lava.
Yeah.
And then you can hit the other ones anyway because they're within range.
But
You
she
want
also
line of sight to
She
this.
can pull them in range.
she also
Pull
can
in range.
she also gets to push us.
Also from here, I think isn't the pull in range radius?
It's range 3.
Radius.
It's
Radius.
Radius 3.
Radius.
so Ra is about to do a devastating move, possibly.
And then she can attack
She can also
possibly able
move
to take
our
out both
dead
Proletariat and the
bodies,
operative
right?
here,
Should do.
which will even up the scores at the
Her into
by the
radius
end of round
first,
1 with the operative
and
coming
then
back
pull
at full
the
health.
Proletariat into radius,
yeah.
so it pulls Proletariat into hidden blade strike.
But if you
I mean, sorry, but like,
One,
you
two,
should.
3, 4, 5, 6.
No, but it's my character, so I can decide if I want to do that or not.
But it's maybe you don't want to have.
Maybe you don't want to have.
Christopher, as well as team captaining the Graded Games team, seems to be trying to captain the Rainbows and Unicorn team.
He just likes making sure that everything is done in the most efficient way possible, even murdering his own
Oh, yeah,
team.
he's moving. That's right. You're right. No, you're absolutely right.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do that.
So
we're-
Ra is,
Absolutely right.
All right, moving.
I think, sticking with the cards he's got out.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Right, and then use
All right.
your one shot.
Okay, gonna
And
use my
then
one shot.
drawing
draw
to the flame.
Flame. Let's go ahead. So push each other target in radius 3, 1 hex. Then Ra makes this attack.
So push the
So-
Proletariat first.
No.
No, it's operative first.
Operative
So
first.
we're pulling the operative in one.
Love it.
No, not that Proletariat first.
So if the operative
trouble
lives,
is- yeah.
then Ra's going to have to deal with that hidden blade strike.
That's going to be a 6
All right,
dice attack.
I mean, honestly, it doesn't make a huge difference to me.
this one is 4.
Oh,
So
okay, hold on now. I gotta do some things. Go ahead and roll your roll
a 4 lava attack.
Yeah,
Roll
4 lava
for
attack.
lava.
I'm rolling 4 lava.
Yeah. So it's 4, 3, 1.
Pretty easily blockable,
Oh,
yeah.
really?
All right. Okay. Now the next one.
Now bring
Move the next one.
him in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now Adam's gonna roll against me, which I'm more concerned about.
Yes.
6 dice.
Yeah.
Wow, this is really.
Now this is going to be a double hazard attack because he's going to be hit by...
All right, so the
Oh no, that's not on the lava.
1, 2.
So just by hidden blade strike.
Right.
Wait.
Oh,
to
Proletariat's
kill
going down.
So sorry.
So 2,
That
2,
means
4.
I get the
So I block a 1, a 1, and a 3. So I take 2 damage. So you kill me.
Exactly. No move. No, there's no push because he takes 2 damage. He's dead.
No, there absolutely is push. You're gonna
Oh.
take 2. Oh, I do have 2 hit points. Yeah, so
Yeah, so
I'm
then-
exactly dead. So I'm gonna.
Christopher learning the rules
Momentarily
of the game.
forgetting about the rules.
Makes sense.
Well, like I said, they're relative newcomers to the game.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen him watch a lot. I haven't seen him play a lot. So.
No, I mean, they're new in the tournament scene.
Oh, see, we're divided. That's what I figured.
This is their first ever match on camera, in fact.
Yes.
And your turn is 1.
This is the debut of the Graded Games team. Will they take out next year's tournament? Probably not.
All right.
Who
He
knows?
also gets to move.
Oh no, I want you to enter turn in my space. I'm dead over here. Sorry.
He also gets to move his allies that are in range.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can push
So I can move legacy.
You cannot. He's not a target right now.
This is
Dead people
target.
are not targets.
Dead people can't be
No.
moved. Dead.
They're
dead-
bodies. How are they not targets?
Ra
There will
cannot
be no
drag
playing
dead
with
bodies.
corpses. Thank you very much.
But the
So the
Egyptian.
operative really needs to go down here, or else those 6 dice could
Yeah.
genuinely be enough to take Ra down. Ra is a very squishy character. No defensive capabilities except for the ability to get a dodge.
You got to go for those all or nothings.
Oh, yes.
I think that
Ra is high risk, high reward.
That should have. Oh, that should have happened
should
before
Yeah,
she
let's go
attacked
back
me.
before- yeah.
Okay, I didn't realize you had Living Pyre. I apologize. Go ahead and
Well,
roll.
then we would have pulled him in and then pulled you.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
would have pulled him into that space no matter what.
And then,
Which is the order
yeah.
you did that.
No,
Well, we
if
would've-
we left you here and pulled him
would've
in,
pulled him
it would
and
still
then
have
pulled him.
contacted.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. So pretend you did that. I don't have any problems
Pretend we
rewinding
did that
it.
basically, so we don't have to.
We're being a bit more generous.
It's not tournament rules. It's
Yeah.
Right.
So
And
we'll
also,
do-
like, the current effect is
I need
exactly
to
the same.
Give me 2
Yeah,
more.
we also got one of these.
Yep. Give me 2.
all right. Let's see
Okay.
what the
So
operative
this
can
is a 4-9
do.
attack. Misses
The
on 2 of
downside
five.
here is that the operative is going to stand up next to Ra, be able to put down strikes on ending, and
Yeah.
just 3 consecutive
So
Tonka
those five, it's
blades.
a 4 and a 6.
This is
Yeah, you gotta get a 6.
this
Gotta
is a
get
nasty
6.
thing happening, and the
Yeah.
operative gets a 6.
They did.
Oh, and he's got a above. Yeah.
Okay, well now we gotta do draws to the flame.
Yeah, now you do the actual attack.
Actual attack.
Run to the flame is great. This is. I love this run to the
So
flame.
he gets
thing
one more
on
chance
this
at
map.
knocking Adam
One
down.
more chance.
Really good. They had really good starting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, that's.
Insane.
Adaptive subroutines was awesome for this.
Yeah, I really like those adaptive subroutines. Or they're great guys. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. So, because I
you guys have a
totally
good dinner
yoinked this from them.
We did.
We
Went out.
did.
We went to your house.
Oh, that's great.
We actually saw you while we were walking down
Pausing the
street.
game for
give
battle
us a
chatter,
doppelganger.
as you do.
I think everyone who's watching this game on the TV has been desperately wondering what Rainbows and Unicorns got up to last night, so I'm glad we took the moment to find out.
I was wondering.
Yes.
4-2.
Oh, just a 4 and a 2.
Oh, so operative is unlikely
Probably
to
going to
get out
live. Maybe.
1-1-1-1-1.
Anything can happen.
with 6 dice.
Definitely going to
Definitely
live.
blocked.
Man, operative's good.
That was awful.
Yeah.
And so now, Ra, you need a.
Yeah.
So you roll a 6-9 hidden blade strike.
I
And if
would
you do,
I would swap out.
well, and then it's
This could be the entire game before the operative
Oh,
even
you
gets a
did
turn.
block dice. You did just block dice. In
Certainly
fact,
could.
The first one was the first one you blocked was just the one die attack.
And let's see what
So you
happens
roll
with that
3
bitter
die
spiral.
attack against Ra. And then
Well,
you get the heavy
it's a 3-die attack. It can't kill Ra.
That's true.
But this would dictate what I would go with on the
Bitter
next
Spiral
turn.
is one of the operative's best defensive moves. We can see it on the screen there.
554.
It's just a bunch of dice.
Especially since it's against each adjacent enemy, so it's friendly. It ignores friendly targets.
I feel a little bit sorry for Rainbows and Unicorns here. They've not experienced Proletariat at all at this tournament.
Proletariat's the one that they managed to kill, so he
And
must
so-
be the worst member of the team. Yeah, that's the worst. All right.
Oh, that's not a great dice. So the ones... Wait, what are we rolling here?
5, 4, 3, 1, 1.
We're rolling the Hidden Blade Strike against Ra.
Right.
So you block 3, so you take 2. So you have 1 hit point.
So alive.
Hey, operative.
So at this point, I would go with Strikes Unending.
Yes.
Coming after
Anything
you.
with Strikes and Ending is a very poor play at this point.
And I strongly suspect that unless a lot of auto misses are rolled, we're going to see the end of Ra.
21 consecutive dice. If they go with Strikes and Ending, Tonfa Blade's base is
And I didn't either.
either 4 or 5, and so with the additional 2, there's going to be a lot of dice.
Strikes and ending.
Strikes and Ending,
Strikes
here it
Unending
is.
it is.
Very exciting.
I
A
can
very
tell because
huge
now
amount of
you
dice
can
against
do
Ra.
it because it's fun. I'm like,
Do you guys do you have enough defense dice?
I have 3, yeah.
Okay.
I had to drag myself.
Who do you want
across
to attack?
the
Do you
table
want
to get
to?
I'm going to attack Ra.
You're gonna attack Ra? Okay.
I'm
No, I got
not
Strikes
entirely surprised that Ra is being attacked.
1 hit point.
He could
2
go,
in caps,
the Emperor
3
could go after the
strikes
Wraith
and
at this
ending.
point. That would be a bad idea for many reasons.
Kusari Gamma.
Why are you being so?
Kurosama Gamma with
You're just like,
Why are you?
Okay, so
And we again pausing the game briefly to discuss the
Actually,
pronunciation of
pronunciation
Kusarigama,
every single syllable.
or as we called it in Australia, Special K.
Kusarigama.
There we go.
You aim for Kusarigama without aiming, pull them into your Hatter Strike, and aim the 5 dice hazard.
Why are
And then you start
helping?
that.
it's a 6 dice hazard.
But of
this
course,
is
you
just
can't
Strikes and
aim
Ending.
while
No,
you're
and
in
Ra's
while
one
you're
point.
in
I'm
Dragon
not doing-
Fury.
He can't block.
Points for style.
He can't block.
Well, the first one's aim.
Where are you aiming?
I was going to aim and then...
Yeah.
There's no aim needed.
You can't aim anyway.
You can't even. Alright, how many dice? It's only 6 dice.
There we go. 3 6-die attacks.
You
Miss
don't-
on 2.
You only need 1.
Okay, so there we go. There's one.
It's
There's
guaranteed
2 auto
death.
misses. So 6, 3, 3, 1.
Guaranteed death.
Yeah. She rolls her dice. And hold on.
And we can't get in there.
Okay, and that's it.
And that's the end of it.
That is a run-round victory.
Greater
to
than games, maintaining their reputation. Of course, they didn't have any reputation except as people who knew a lot about the stuff.
Greater Games,
But now we get to
beginning
see
their
them in action.
reputation as and well played, everyone, in this entire tournament.
That
It's
was
been
fantastic.
incredible to
A
watch.
round 1, just knockdown, drag-out fight right in the middle of the thing. No attempts at running, no attempts at hiding, except, of course, for the Wraith.
The
but
Wraith,
that's in
the Wraith
character.
literally did nothing but run and hide.
She also killed a guy.
She did kill a guy and then run and hide, which was the right move.
Yes, exactly.
Always disappointing to see running and hiding, but it makes sense in that case.
But a fantastic time, and I'm glad to see Greater Than Games actually like get in and have a challenge. And I'm glad that Proletariat got played because we got to
Yes.
see some fun stuff there.
Proletariat finally appeared on the screen,
Yes, it did.
doing very fiddly things and knocking out one person in his first round.
So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you had as much fun watching as we did announcing and playing and all the other wonderful things.
So stay tuned at sentineltactics.com for upcoming tournaments, especially in your area, and see you next time here on Twitch TV and
Yes, indeed.
YouTube and everywhere that this goes. Thank you so much.